So I'm sitting in the Lulu Lounge with Our Lady Pieces frontman Rain Maida. Okay, so I'm sitting here in the artist world with Swedish pop sensation Iconopop. Welcome, ladies.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys are only a couple hours away from taking the stage here at Osheaga for the first time. How does that feel?
It feels really good. I mean, first time here, but finally here. And we actually the first fan we ever had was from Montreal, so it's an honor to be here. Yeah.
Tell us about your relationship with Montreal. Is it a city that you like to come to? Do you have any hangouts here that you like to?
Yeah, actually, I used to come here every single summer. I have family in Côte-des-Neiges, and my cousin is an artist by the name of Gregory Charles. That's my cousin. So we used to come and visit him and hang out here every single summer from when I was in grade 4 to like grade 8. Montreal's always sort of been like the coolest place for me to come and hang out, and then just doing shows here has always been amazing.
Yeah. My mom was born in Montreal, and I've always had a love for this city. It's such a anomaly in Canada.
I think Montreal has allowed us to be a band. I lived here for many years before meeting these guys, and then I was able to stay here and not make a living and still live a luxurious lifestyle, and that's exactly why these guys came. You live in decadence and you can play music.
So do you have any favorite places you like to go to when you come back? Any childhood memories? Or?
I mean, I think for me, it's always like Côte-des-Neiges and that area. It's like kind of the hood.
Right.
And as a kid, I remember my mom would be like, don't go outside, don't go too far over there. So now I'm by myself, I can kind of go check it out.
Don't tell your mom. What's your must-have fashion item for a show?
Whatever still fits me.
Do you guys dress differently for stage than you do in your everyday life?
Yeah, that's like the one time where you can really make an effort.
How is your style different from your everyday life to your stage?
Exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah, I often wear the same t-shirt 2 days in a row.
What's your influence? Who's your fashion icon?
We made these jackets that are made out of satin, and they're like satin tour jackets, and we have a white one and a black one. And that was kind of inspired, I guess, by I was at a vintage shop in LA and bought this random satin tour jacket, and then thought it would be fun if we all had them on stage. So it's kind of random.
How would you describe your look?
My look is I want to shoot you with my lyrics. I'm basically Battalion 6 Army Commander of Lyrical Intelligence, beekeeper / John Lennon glasses / trying to impress this girl next to me. That's about it.
Me? What about the hat?
Well, actually, I spent last summer being a beekeeper.
Oh.
So this hat, I said, I looked at one day. I was like, when all the bees were on me, because the bees were just all over me because I had so much swag. They just jumped off. Yeah. And then, so I looked at the hat I saw the silhouette of the hat in the reflection, and I thought that's a cool hat. So this is from actual real beekeeping, y'all. It's a beekeeper's hat.
You girls are self-declared 90s girls. What is it to you to be a 90s girl? What does it take?
We grew up in the 90s, so all of our expressions and music and stuff like that, the biggest influences is the 90s, like puffy jackets and buffaloes. There's so much to love from the 90s. And a couple of years ago, when you liked the 90s, it was so embarrassing, and now I love that people are actually thinking it's starting to get cool again to like the 90s. So.
Does everyone want to tell me a little bit about their style? Let's go in a circle.
Generally buy a pair of pants.
I have two fashion modes. One's in the winter, it's a bit more conservative, sweaters and pants. And then once it gets warm, it's generally rags. I also don't like buttons. I think buttons are really weird. It's the 21st century. We don't need buttons anymore. If you watch a show, like a movie like Star Wars, nobody's wearing buttons. It's all robes.
I have two color palettes. One is military and one is bright offensive colors, and they mix depending on what part of the laundry cycle I'm in.
How has your style evolved? Because obviously you're a very fashionable person. So.
You know what's evolved is I've realized that hold on to what you have and love. Because stuff, I mean, I bought this like 20 years ago, and it's, and so it comes back, yeah. And I love that about fashion. I think the revolving wheelness of it is really interesting now, where it's kind of like music, you know, there's so many different genres that you blend together.
Can you please describe your look right now? Maybe do a
Someone
little
just described it for me, saying intergalactic mechanic.
I want it to look kind of like a half disco ball.
How would you describe your fashion look?
Uh,
Got a lot of camo going on.
yeah. Yes, we do. So no.
Like Destiny's Child going on.
Yes, yeah. That's exactly our fashion.
Yeah.
Is we planned it as Destiny's Child.
Do you guys share your hats, or you each have like your own collection?
Oh,
no sharing. That's no.
It's like sharing shorts. We just don't do that.
It's really competitive.
TMI. Let's move on. Okay.
I'd say smart but lazy, perhaps, because sometimes we wear smart clothes, but it's very hard to keep them on tour.
Yeah, when you roll out of a bus in the morning, you just throw on whatever's there.
Yeah.
So I mean,
you know, the t-shirt and the jeans.
yeah, I don't give a shit.
So how would you describe your style?
Minimal hassle. Okay, I wear Vans shoes, right, because I know Kevin who runs Vans, and these shoes fit me, and I've started wearing these about 7 years ago. I wear Vans jeans for the exact same reason. I've got 3 identical pairs of jeans, and I wear V-neck t-shirts because I think they look alright, and I've got about 30 identical t-shirts, and that's how I get dressed in the morning. Is that sad? That's kind of not very engaged with fashion.
How would you describe your style?
At the moment, I'm obsessed with kimonos. But I do love very good tailoring, like strong shoulder pads and high-waisted trousers. I mean, my thing on stage is usually a crop top, these high-waisted trousers that I wear all the time, and like a suit jacket or like slouchy kind of Bianca Jagger kind of jacket.
I don't think we're the best people that when it comes to following trends, but we love clothes and expressing ourselves. So it's really about when you find those pieces. Go for it.
Can you tell me about this orange X? I know a lot of your fans have adopted the symbol as well. What does it mean to you?
It means this to me. That beautiful girl over there, Heidi, my girlfriend, she painted this on my headphones one time, just kind of arbitrarily, and then there she is. And then and one of my friends, graphic designer Nick McNeil, kind of made it into what it is, and here we are.
Any favorite designers, favorite labels?
One of my best friends works with Christopher Kane.
Okay.
Love him. It's hard to say, you know what I'm saying? I think that it's so funny because I saw Will Ferrell on David Letterman and he was wearing women's sunglasses. And like Conan was like, you're wearing women's sunglasses. He's like, you can't go wrong wearing women's sunglasses. And I feel like sometimes I see something and I just bought this trench coat. I was in like Miami visiting my parents and it was like Boxing Day and I bought a women's trench coat. So quiet as kept, I'm kind of buying a lot of women's stuff right now. If it fits me, then it's cool. You look at a lot of fashion right now and it's all boutique and men are trying to basically be like, boutique basically means fitted for men. So I'm taking it a step further and I'll just wear like some women's clothes because I'm like, why do women get such good clothes and our stuff is just like, it's just like, it's not cool. Hopefully in the future there'll be that non-line between feminine and male fashion. Not in a ridiculous way, but let's keep it real. Women have paid more attention to fashion from the beginning of time, and men are starting to pay more attention, and hopefully that leads us to kind of like doing things that are a little more, breaking the rules a bit more.
Any last words in French?
Je m'appelle Ryan. Je viens de San Francisco, Californie.
Où est la bibliothèque?
L'amour.
Aujourd'hui, maman est morte.
Albert Camus.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup et à bientôt.
Est-ce que je peux avoir un verre de l'eau, s'il vous plaît?
Yeah, last words in French?
Je ne sais. No, I'm not going to do that.
Où est le WC?
Merci de m'écouter aujourd'hui. C'est très génial d'être à Montréal aujourd'hui. Et merci et désolé pour les vêtements.